And here come the Wolverines out of that eastern tunnel and out onto the gridiron under that M Club banner that shouts "Go Blue" at the center of the field. And what impact will the wind have on this game? Well, let's go down to Steve Courtney down on the sideline.
Well, you know, fellas, from time to time there has been a strong wind going into a ball game, but here at field level, you couldn't hardly notice it. Today is an exception. Frank, as you mentioned, it's blowing out of the southwest, gusting up to and including 50 miles an hour. Oddly enough, during the pregame ceremonies, I didn't feel any wind. I was standing behind former Michigan great Bubba Paris. So maybe that's a plan somebody could implement during the course, but it will have an effect on the game. More on that as it unfolds.
But Bubba there, I'm surprised you even noticed the sun.
Yeah.
Michigan comes out with three wide receivers. Edwards and Avant to the right, Breston to the left. Edwards starts in motion, comes back, fake to Hart, bootleg right by Henne. He's going to take off and run with it over the 20 and out near the 25 where he is ridden out of bounds by Terrell Dorsch. The outside. 2nd and 7 for the Wolverines on their own 23 at the right hash. Dudley's in there at fullback. Here's Hart with a big hole on the right side. Breaks to his right and a good open field tackle is made by Jason Harmon, the free safety at the 28-yard line. Three wideouts in the game. Massaquoi, the tight end on the right. Hart's the only setback. Henne's going to throw for it. Quick out right side to Breston. He's got it and stumbles out of bounds at the 32. So a quick 5-yard out cut to Steve Breston, and the Wolverines move the chains.
Just pitch and catch and get it over there.
Here's Hart now coming around the right side, the short side of the field. Gets a great block from Dudley, turns it up over the midfield stripe. Harmon, the safety, comes over, bangs him out of bounds at the MSU 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20 yards for Mike Hart and a Michigan first down.
The key to the play there is getting the seal on the defensive end. And that time, Michigan did a great job with its tight end and tackle over there, Jake Long, sealing Michigan's defensive line inside. Dudley out in front gets a block on the corner, and off they go.
The safeties Jason Harmon and strong safety Eric Smith, their leading tackler. Screen right, toss to Hart, turns it upfield, gets to the 40, and he's dragged down by David Harron Jr. That single setback now. And that's Hart, and he's going to throw for it. Setting up, fires near side, too high for Ecker, incomplete. And so Michigan faces 4th and 4 at the MSU 41 and will likely punt. Well, they got 6 defensive backs in there now. Marcus Curry and Darnell Hood both in there. And here's Stanton out of the gun to throw. Here's that bubble screen to the wideout, Brannon, and he slips trying to avoid Marlon Jackson, who made great penetration. Shazer's there, and it's a loss back to the 28. The quarterback, Stanton, goes out to his right, says a few words to wide receiver Kyle Brown. 3 wideouts here. Inside handoff on a draw, and look out, running rip for Cobb up the middle. He's in the clear. 45-50 off to the races. DeAndre Cobb, he's going all the way. 72 yards for a Michigan State touchdown. And with 11:25 to go in the first quarter, Michigan State 7, Michigan nothing. 80 yards in 4 plays. That is the longest play from scrimmage for MSU this year. 2nd and 5. The ball just over the 24-yard line. 3 wideouts, single setback Hart, draw play. Here comes Hart, hole on the left side, hit by Stanley as he comes through, and Stanley will drag him down close to that first down marker. I formation now for Dudley and Hart. And here's Hart again on a draw, big hole left side, 35 up to the 40. They're jumping him from behind and hauling him down at the 44. Eric Smith and Jason Harmon, the safeties. Stanovich just caved in Clifford Dukes on that last play. Here's Hart around the right side, cuts upfield and gets up near midfield where he is chopped down by Eric Smith and Jaron Hayes. Breston moving in motion, left wide side of the field. Here's a bootleg right by Henne. He guns one to Massaquoi, and coming over the top, Harmon interferes with him. The pass incomplete, flags fly, and Michigan will get a first down on the penalty. Well, at least part of it is. They don't have the whole crew intact from back then 3 years ago. First down at the 42. Hart gives out a reverse, and here comes Braylon Edwards with blockers in front of him. 25 to the 20-yard line. Jaron Hayes, the corner, broke away from the block by Jason Avant, and look at Avant mad at himself for not staying with that block, which would have sprung Braylon for a touchdown on the reverse. As it is, he's at the 20-yard line, and Michigan is threatening. They've got a first down deep in Spartan territory after that 22-yard wideouts. Hart the only setback. Jermaine Gonzalez in the game. Here comes Hart breaking to his right. Open field. 15 to the 10. And he's hauled down at the 7-yard line by the linebacker, Ronald Stanley.
In an open territory.
High formation with 2 tight ends in the right hash now. First and goal at the 7. Here comes Hart right up the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. Boy, Reuben Riley just laid the blade down, and so did Kevin Dudley. And the Wolverines are an extra point away from tying this one up. Just so you know, Matt Gutierrez had shoulder surgery this week for that torn labrum. That injury that kept him from starting at quarterback. And he finally had the surgery, and now Adam Finley is back holding again because of that and did a good job there. The game is tied at 7. We have 7:50 to go in the first quarter after Michigan goes 80 yards in 8 plays. Now they'll split 4 receivers out from the 5-yard line. 3rd down and goal.
This is where you've got to watch quarterback draw.
Michigan is shadowing Stanton with Bundy again. He gets the snap. He runs quarterback draw. He breaks a tackle and dives into the end zone for a touchdown. 79 yards in 11 plays for MSU. Spartans 14, Wolverines 7.
And they decided to go wide. Michigan's defense was still quick enough to get outside to stop their speed back from breaking the perimeter.
Into the wind from 22 yards away, left hash. Rayner will try it. Fields, good snap this time. Puts it down. The kick is on the way, and it is good. 22-yard field goal by Dave Rayner. And the Spartans lead by 10, 17-7. And the clock's still running. There was 9:15 left. It's still going. So we'll let them sort that out later. We'll take time out. Michigan State 17, Michigan 7. You're listening to Michigan football. Michigan's ball on its own 22. 5:26 to go in the first half. Michigan State leads 17-7. Offset eye, power short side left. Here comes Hart. Good block by Dudley. Hart's into the secondary, 30, 35. Out near the 40-yard line where Maples brought him down. First down, Michigan. They'll give him about 17 on the play. Wind at the back. That's south to north here at Michigan Stadium. Out wide to the left, both wideouts, Avant and Edwards. And here's a handoff to Hart right up the middle to a big hole all the way to the Spartan 44-yard line where Jason Harmon, the safety, makes the stop 11 yards downfield. First down, Michigan. Hart over 100 yards. He's at 108. Ball still on the right hash. Here's Henne to throw. Blitz coming. He fires. Outcut left side. Avant tumbles and falls while making the catch at the 33 of MSU. First down, 11 yards on that throw. Henne to Avant. Henne now in the shotgun, has the snap, drops to throw, firing out right side, got Edwards. He moves in, eluding 2 tacklers, now dives forward to the 22-yard line. That'll be another first down. Nifty cut after the catch by Braylon Edwards to get 11 more. Kevin Vickerson, the defensive lineman, went back downfield to stop him.
Same thing, get the ball to your playmakers. That time, Braylon Edwards made a
press
play.
Box. Henne in the shotgun now, awaiting the snap from David Boss. He's got it, 4-man rush. Has some time. Now he's under pressure. Now he's going to be sacked for the 3rd time back around the 36-yard line. You got that hair that comes out of the back of the helmet. Back to throw, Henne. Got some time on 3rd and long. He fires to Braylon Edwards down at the 19. He's got it, but he's in traffic and he can't shake free. He got to the 17. That's still 5 yards short of a first down. And now, if you're Lloyd Carr, do you send out the field goal team or go for it on 4th and 5?
I think you're down 10.
Just field goal.
You're down 10 with the wind. You want to go to the field goal unit.
Get points.
And you got the wind at your back. And this should be, with the wind as good as it is, chip shot for Garrett Rivas.
Garrett's had a good year on field goals. He's hit clutch kicks, game winner last week, game winner against Purdue. He's actually got a better percentage than Rayner, his opponent from MSU. He's 13 out of 18. This will be a 34-yard try from the right hash. Adam Finley holding. Michigan State jumped offside, got back. Man snaps it. The kick on the way. It's up long enough, and it is good. 34-yard field goal by Garrett Rivas with 49 seconds to go in the half. And the lead has been cut to Michigan State 17, Michigan 10. We're at the half here at Michigan Stadium. Michigan trails by 7 at the break. MSU 17, Michigan 10. Back in the first half. And Michigan here, back around your own 10. So key to get that one first down at least. just to change field position a little bit.
Particularly when you're into the wind, and this is a heavy breeze.
Trailing by a touchdown. Michigan has the ball, first down on the right hash. Henne back to throw. Looking, firing left, up in the air. Avant makes the grab. Knocked out of bounds by Jaron Hayes. Into the Michigan State sideline at the 37. That's a gain of 14. Good throw there by Henne.
And a great catch.
Out of American Samoa. He's from Pango Pango. 3 wide for the Wolverines. Henne back to throw on 2nd and 14. Looking, now he takes off. He's up to the 35 and slides down at the 40-yard line. He got about 6. So there you have it, 3rd down and 8. Henne under center, drops to throw. Has time. Looks, fires underneath, crossing route. Preston's got it, turns upfield, first down, out to the 48. Hauled down by Jaron Hayes, but Preston just used his speed to run away from him, get that separation. Good 3 wide receivers for the Wolverines. And the Spartans jumped offside again. Flags down. Here comes Hart picking up the middle. He pulls away from 2 men. Now he's dragging a tackler, Maples, from behind. Look at him carry him 8-10 yards downfield to the MSU 31-yard line. Roderick Maples could not grab hold of Michael Hart and drag him down. It looked like MSU was offside.
On a defense. That clearly being refused.
And they were. First down. What a run by Mike Hart, 25 yards. He gets it again on a draw. Is hit in the backfield. He breaks the tackle, spins through a hole, and gets about 5 yards out of the play. Brandon McKinney finally brought him down at the 27. Wear a blue uniform, wear number 20 and run like that, Jim. His name is Barry Sanders. Mike Hart doesn't have his breakaway speed. Henne to throw, fires near side. Edwards has it. He is hit from behind at the 20, fumbles the football. It goes toward the sideline. Michigan State recovers, but did they get it in bounds? They did. Eric Smith recovers the fumble. David Boss is down there arguing the case on Michigan's behalf, but it appears MSU will get the ball.
Well, it was a good throw, clearly. And the question is, with the ball OB, I think, Frank, if you even want to review it, and I think they're going to.
They will, because there's a TV timeout.
I think that the question is, does the ball touch the side? I'm not sure it does, but it's, again, one of those plays where I don't think visually there's enough evidence to overrule it on the ground.
Well, Jim, on the replay, Brandon Fields, the punter, holds. Morris sends it back. The ball's placed down. The kick is up. And it is through. It's good. A 19-yard field goal by Dave Rayner. And with 13:30 to go in the ball game, the Spartans have a 2-score lead, 20-10. 9:03 to go in Ann Arbor. MSU leads by 10. Dowdell in the gun. Splits 3 receivers wide. And he's going to roll to his right, give on a draw, play to Cobb. Look out. Racing to his left. Open field to the 50. He's off to the races. Shazor chasing, will never get him. Cobb down the sideline to the 10, to the 5. DeAndre Cobb, touchdown, 64 yards on the draw. And it's going to take a miracle for the Wolverines to come back now. We'll see if they've got some magic in them when we come back. From Host Communications, you're listening to the Michigan Sports Network. Rayner to kick it off. Breston back deep with Mason. The ball bouncing down to Breston. Takes a high hop over his head. He grabs it back at the goal line. Heads the other way. He's got white shirts all over in front of him. He'll be tackled at the 7-yard line.
Everything's going wrong for Michigan. Everything's going right for Michigan State.
Chad Simon down there again to stop Steve Breston. First things first, get it out of there, get a first down if you can. Henne in the gun, has the snap, sets to throw. Near side, gets it to Braylon. He's got it at the 19. Knocked back by Roderick Maples, but he holds on to the ball. Under center, they're in the 2-minute offense now. He turns left, gives the ball to Hart, trying to turn the corner. Gets a block out there from his tackle Stenovich, up the sideline to the 30, 31-yard line, and he's out of bounds.
Going to help Boston, I can tell you.
Back to throw goes Henne, looking right. He fires toward the sideline to Avant. He makes the catch, tumbling out of bounds around the 42.
Boy, does that kid have an arm.
Oh, boy, to throw it that far from the left hash to the right sideline. Now they come to the line. Breston to the right, Avant and Edwards left, and here's Henne to throw. He's going deep, airing it out left sideline. It's Braylon cutting inside of Maples to make the catch at the 11, and down he goes there. He adjusted to the ball, ran with Maples, and then at the last moment moved inside of him to make the grab at the 11-yard line. And that will be a gain of 47 yards.
And Maples had him covered. Braylon just made a play on the ball and outfought him for it.
6 catches, 93 yards for Braylon Edwards, and he becomes a 1,000-yard receiver for the 3rd straight year. Now Michael Hart around the left side on the sweep. Gets down to the 8-yard line. Tight end Eckers on the right. Hart is the only setback. Henny looking at a 4-man front, drops to throw. He looks. He's going to run up the middle now and get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And they'll settle for the field goal try. There was really nobody open. Ross Mann will send it back. It'll be a 25-yard attempt almost directly in front of the uprights. Finley puts it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So Michigan's back on the board. 6:27 left. The field goal of 25 yards by Rivas makes it Michigan State 27. Michigan 13 with 6:27 to play. Timeout. You're listening to Michigan football. Jaron Hayes is back deep at the 10. The Spartans have 10 other men between the Michigan 45 and their own 45. Rivas will kangaroo kick it. And this ball's loose and Michigan recovers. Brian Thompson fell on the football. One of the Spartan players dove for it, and it got away from him, and Brian Thompson recovered for the Wolverines. And they get it back inside their own 40. Wow.
Well, they chose to kangaroo kick it instead of pooch kicking over the top, and a Michigan State Spartan player tried to field it on the short hop. It bounced out, and Thompson made the play.
I believe it was Jeremy Scott, number 32, who dove for it, Jim. 26 to go. They trail by 2 touchdowns. Henny under center, drops to throw. Look out, big blitz, screen left to Mike Hart. Got it up the sideline, 40, 45.
Yes.
Face mask. Boy, he almost got his helmet ripped off.
Sure did.
From behind. Hart is up near midfield.
Is he okay?
It was Avant, Preston. And Edwards not in there right now. And here's Henny to throw. He's going deep, right side. Oh, that is Edwards out there. He goes up in the air at the goal line, and he's got it for a touchdown. He took it away from Jaron Hayes. 6:12 to go, Jim, and they're only down by 8, 27-19, pending the extra point. That didn't take long.
Well, it's a remarkable game, and I guess the old Yogi Berra, it's never over till it's over. And that time you give Braylon Edwards a lot of credit for going up and making a play on the ball, and I'd say give Chad Henne credit for throwing that thing up there to a covered man and letting his receiver make a play, because that's basically all it was.
36-yard touchdown
They
pass.
have fought their way back to give themselves a chance.
Brandon Fields kicking into the wind. He'll try to line drive it again, I'm sure. Michigan will rush 8. Fields running to his right, kicks it away. Breaston comes up, grabs it on the 38, runs straight up the middle. Now stops, break to his left at the 50. He's dragged from behind. He'll go down at the Michigan State 47-yard line. Mike Hart is in the ballgame. Henny up under center, David Boz. Gives to Hart on a delay, comes up the middle, breaks left, gets a block from Preston down the sideline to the 35, 30, 25, and out of bounds at the 21 of Michigan State. Now at the 21-yard line, trailing by 7. Henny under center, dropping to throw. Has some time, lofting it, right corner of the end zone for Braylon, up in the air. Touchdown, Michigan! Do you believe this comeback? 2:59 to go. Braylon Edwards went up over 5'9" Jaron Hayes and grabbed it away from him, and now Garrett Rivas can tie the game with an extra point. Extra point so crucial to tie it now. Finley puts man snap down. The kick is up by Rivas. It's good, and the game is tied 27-27. 2:59 to play. Timeout on the field. You're listening to Michigan football. Engelman back there. They got Shazer. They've got McClintock, of course, and Ryan Mundy. And here's Dowdell rolling to his right. Wants to throw it deep. Steps up and fires, and it is incomplete at the 25. A flag is thrown. Oh, my goodness.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 29.
Oh, my goodness. It'll be a 52-yard try by Dave Rayner with no time left. Out of the hole to Brandon Fields. 11 men up to try to block it. The snap placed down. The kick high and up, but way short. It'll fall about 5 yards short in the end zone, so the Spartans get a crack at a win, but the wind takes a crack at them, and we'll go to overtime here at Michigan Stadium.
I think everybody out here today would say got my money's worth and more. This has been a great college football game, and again, two traditional rivals. What a great stage for the state of Michigan.
Here we go, Michigan's ball. They'll start on the left hash at the 25. Dudley and Hart in the eye. Henne up under center. David Boss turns and gives to Hart. Has a hole in the middle. Cuts to his right down to the 21. He got 4 yards on the first play of overtime. It's out to the left. Henne on 2nd down and 6 in overtime. Fakes to Martin. Fires underneath. Edwards on a screen. Cutting inside of the 16-yard line. 7 up front for the Spartans. And here's a pitch to Hart coming around the left. He is upended at the 16-yard line. What a great play by Roderick Maples. Ross Mann to send it back to Adam Finley. He's got it down. The kick's on the way. High enough, long enough, and it is perfect. And Michigan has the lead for the first time in the game. 30-27 in overtime. But now the Spartans get a chance with the ball. Michigan going with 5 defensive backs. Bump and run on all 4 wideouts. 8 men across the line. Option play. Dowdell pitches late to Kopp. Up the sideline to the 20. Out of bounds around the 18. Maybe the 17. Scott and Trannon to the right. Kyle Brown left. Draw play. Cobb outside to the left. Gets to the 15. Cut down by Shazer at the 13. First down, Michigan State. The split comes in motion right to the wide side. And Dowdell's going to roll that way. Getting pressure. Looking back left. Lobs it up. Diving attempt at the 5 by Randall. Incomplete. Cobb the only setback. Option left. Quick pitch to Cobb. Cuts upfield. He got room to the 10 to the 5. Monday tackled him at the 5-yard line. Cobb the only setback. Ball on the left hash. 8 men across the line. Running play with Cobb going left. Hemmed in. Manning grabs him from behind. Won't let him go. The ball comes loose. Recovered by MSU at the 15. But was he down? He should have been whistled down.
He was at the 11.
This would tie it if he makes it. The snap is good. Fields has it down. The kick on the way, and it is plenty good. Tied up again in overtime after the field goal by Rayner. So it's now 30-30. Single setback. It's Teague. Play action fake. Dowdell rolls right to throw. Hits Shabai on a crossing route down at the 11 against Marlon Jackson. He hauls him down from behind at the 10. Here we go. 3rd and goal from the 3. Dowdell looks at a 7-man front, gives it to Teague running right, cuts back down near the goal line, and is he in? Yes, touchdown, Michigan State. The Wolverines shoved him back, but he had crossed the plane. So it's 37-30, Michigan State in overtime. And now Avant joins him that way.
Pierre Rembert's the running back.
Yes, he is. He's usually in there for pass protection. Avant in motion left, and Henne will throw. He's looking. He fires to Avant inside the 20. He's got it at the 18. Now, I believe Avant fell down, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Offset eye, power right. Max Martin, the tailback. Quick throw out to Edwards. He shakes a man at the 20. Up the sideline, 15. Bucks a man at the 10. Gets down to the 7 and out of bounds. 1st and goal, Michigan. Get it to a playmaker, you always say, Jim.
Yes, and
Henne under center. Bringing Rembert in motion. And dropping to throw. Looks, lofts it right corner of the end zone to Avant. He has got it. Touchdown. What a grab. What a throw. Henne threw it to the back pylon over the top of Jaron Hayes again. And Avant made a circus catch going up in the air to pull it in.
well, Jason Avant does have great hands.
Up and it's good. We're tied up again. 37 apiece. Wow. Well, it doesn't get any more exciting than this, I'll tell you. And you wonder what big play is going to turn it. 10 from the 25. Rembert out. Max Martin in at tailback. Edwards to the right, Avant out to the left. The tight end is Massaquoi on the right. Martin and Dudley, offset eye power right. Here's Martin running the ball, and he is hemmed in, fights forward for a yard to the 24. That's it. Spartans with Terrell Hayes against him. They've been throwing at Hayes all game. Here's Henne back to throw. And he look. And he's firing on a post cut. Edwards has it. 10, 5, touchdown. Well, that's the guy they've been picking on, Jaron Hayes, and Braylon Edwards has his third touchdown grab of the game.
This time, though, what do? They send a Vant down and fake the outcut where he's made 2 plays deep in the corner, and he busts it back inside on a post. And he gets by Hayes and then breaks over the middle, and Henney threw an absolute strike in there for the score.
And now the Wolverines have to go for 2, remember. That is the slot both ways. And a single setback, that's Rembert. Edwards going in motion right. And Henney to throw. He throws in the back of the end zone, and it's caught by Massaquoi. Tim Massaquoi, who earlier in overtime dropped an easy one, caught a tough one at the back of the end zone for 2. And it's 45-37.
The thing about that play is you've got Avant and Edwards both going out to the perimeter, pulling Michigan State's defense wide. Massaquoi, the tight end, splits and circles around over the middle. And Henney, he threads a needle in there, and Massaquoi makes a great throw.
Dowdell in the gun, 3 wide receivers left. Now Alexander in motion right. Dowdell has the snap, straight back to throw. Fires underneath, incomplete. I want you to know McClintock was all over Alexander right there.
Almost had a pick.
3 wideouts go left.
Watch the draw.
Dowdell in the gun. He drops the throw. He looks. He's lofting it up to DeAndre Cobb, right side. Threw it behind him, incomplete. Flags are flying all over the place. And Marlon Jackson is pointing at Eric Knott on the near side. The throw went to the far side.
The flags are way away from the ball.
Interference
Michigan
on Michigan State. Wow. Outside of him. And then Love. Trannon out to the right. Dowdell in the gun. Dropping the throw. Looking. Lofting it right side. Up in the air, Trannon. He's got it at the 23. Tackled immediately by Mason there. And in the gun, Dowdell on 3rd down. Setting the throw. Looks. Lofting it to Knotts. He wasn't looking. Ball was behind him down at the goal line. Incomplete. Knott was running step for step with Leon Hall, and it's 4th down. 4th down. And 8 at the Michigan 23. They can still get a first down, remember, at the 15. Spartans line up. Dowdell in the shotgun.
Well, I'd watch that draw again.
Jason Teague is the setback. Dowdell rolling to his left. Looking, under pressure. He fires toward the goal line. Knocked away by Marcus Curry, and Michigan wins! From 17 points down in the 4th quarter, Michigan survives in triple overtime, winning perhaps the greatest game ever between these 2 rivals. Our final score, Michigan 45, Michigan State 37.